All right, what is up, everyone? We are back, and you have made it to course number 20 of playing the #1 course in all 50 states. Let's get into it. It's crazy to think about. After today, I will be 40% of the way done playing the #1 course in all 50 states. It's insane. It's been a lot of traveling, but it's been so much fun. After today, I actually am going back home for a bit. For those that don't know, I'm basically recording these in like trips essentially. So like I've been out west, obviously you've been watching our most recent, and coming back through Kansas. So I don't know actually after this, I don't know where I'm going afterwards. So that's kind of exciting. It'll be a surprise next Friday for you guys too. So we'll figure it out there. We're in Kansas today playing Spoon Creek disc golf course. This is private land out here. We're basically like just on the Kansas side of Kansas City. So Kansas City is known for good disc golf. I don't think this is going to be any different. However, I actually don't really remember what like Kansas City disc golf is like. I've played a few courses, but it's pretty wooded, I guess. But this is a short wooded track today. Normally I play the long tee pads just because I want to see as much of the course as possible. However, this layout, I'm going to put in the long layout, but this layout, they have multiple pin locations. And so like hole 1, I'll show you, but hole 1's long pin location is not there. It's just the short pin. So we're kind of at the mercy of wherever the pins are today. So I'm not really sure distances and everything. There's no T signs actually. You're just kind of following U-disc, but 2 off the top per usual, 1 from there, normal stroke play. Let's get going. All right, so here's what I'm talking about. This is what we're gonna run into. There's obviously the back pin location, that's the long location. The basket's in the short one, so. All right, so the distances are probably gonna be off, I'm guessing. Well, even it's a little off on U-disc. They say 274, I'm guessing that's to the back one. I might change layouts, honestly, and just go from the regular one and see what that does, if I get better distances. Yeah, okay, so I just switched to like the normal, the casual layout it says, and it is 174 feet down the hill. This is, I think I said it earlier, you gotta hit gaps today. That's the name of the game. It's a shorter technical course, but there's a lot to hit here. So I'm gonna try to keep it clean today. I've been shooting pretty well recently, but I really haven't had to hit gaps like this today, but we'll see. All right, I think we're gonna go forehand here with my shortest discs, Ghoul Berg X. Just little flex lines to the basket. I think it's the best way to get there. Oh, babied it so bad, holy cow. That was weird, that like almost slipped out of my hands. All right, hopefully the Berg X is a little better. This would be a tough start here. What a kick. All right, yeah, I don't know, that's weird. All right, we're gonna have to figure out the forehand thing early, or this is gonna be a terribly long round for sure. It's probably 25 footer, first putt of the day. Short. Oh, just kidding. All right, again, the putting has felt nice. And that, if I'm throwing like that off the tee, putting's gonna have to carry. All right, interesting scenario here. Hole 2 says 290. It's down the tunnel. However, it took me forever to find the tee pad. I'm following on U-disc. I'm like, I did not see a tee pad. There's a line on the road. So the camera's right in the middle of the road right now. Thankfully, this isn't a busy street. Maybe that's why they can kind of get away with that. But we're gonna throw this one and get off of it. It's actually pretty good. Dang it. Sit. All right, very interesting tee shot. I think this is unfortunately too long to jump put. I like the line I had, I just threw it too high. If I get that lower, I think it's fine. I probably also could have went just like flat backhand maybe and just finished up here instead of trying to get all the way to the basket, but it's kind of a little throw, I guess, up and then get a 3. Go in. Just kidding, that was way short. I forgot I left my other puddle. I left my other putter in Colorado because I hit the basket on a putt and it rolled like 150 feet down like steep hill, and I was like, I'm not picking that up. So I just have one and I forgot to wipe it off. All right, hole 3 says 258. It looks like it is in the long, so that's accurate. Playing a little uphill, but shouldn't be a problem. It was one of the bigger gaps I've seen today. Granted, we're only on hole 3, but you know what I mean. That's pretty good. Go in. Oh, I kind of thought it did, but it hit a tree. That scared me for a second. I can't tell. I think I'm short, but that's a pretty good shot. It's kind of unfortunate because I really do feel like that was tracking. I don't know if I hit this guy, I guess, but jumper now. I'm probably gonna do a little step and hyzer putt. Everything but the line. All right, this is an interesting one. It's like 172 feet, 178 feet. It is tucked to the left. So it's gonna be some kind of skip shot, or that V tree right in the middle of the fairway is like super, super enticing, like just something high that kind of stalls over. Kind of a tough get, to be honest with you. All right, I think I'm gonna try to go percentage play here. I don't know how much the grass is gonna skip because it was supposed to be cold, wet, windy today. And it was as soon as I pulled up, and now it's no wind, the sun is out. Yeah, which I don't know why I'm really complaining about it, but I'll say I'm hot now. But we're gonna go captain's rafter, skip shot, just get something that flares. I don't know, this is actually kind of a tough hole. Okay, well I did both things that I wanted to do, or wanted to try to do. Skip shot and through the V. I'm really short, but that was fun. All right, I think had I thrown the line I wanted to, I mean, obviously I would be a lot closer, but so probably just inside circle 2, look. Very makeable putt. Oh, unless you pull it. All right, hole 5, they're saying it's 272, sitting out and up on that hill. I'm gonna try forehand with this orange Justice, just something a little straighter, but I think backhand turnover might honestly be the play here. Oh, pured and good kick. Can I say those things at the same time? I didn't even see this guy on the tee pad. He was covered in mud. Just chilling. I scared him when I threw it though. All right, I really don't even know if backhand turnover would have been, it would have to be something stable, ripped over, that finishes out left. Because once you get in here, there's so much to hit and around the basket. I think I'm gonna try to go like jump step, I don't know, mix with the proto putter out on the right, just because it's a little more stable. Sit, please. Okay, that wasn't bad. That just wasn't like a ton of commitment to it. I'm a big fan of these veteran baskets. These and disc catchers, what is that, Innova disc catcher? Those are my favorite. All right, it's weird. I feel like I'm not playing bad necessarily. I feel like I'm getting some pretty like late tree hits that are just keeping me from being like inside of circle or really close to the basket. So I'm glad I got the birdie on 1. I haven't bogeyed, so I mean, that's also good. Hole 6 here is like 272. I think I said that in the last one. So 231, I'm way off on the tees. Down and to the left again, like very similar shot to hole 4, I think. Shoot this gap, let it fade. This is a tough shot. This is tight. I think we're just gonna try to go Ricky Proto on hyzer. If I can just make it through this, success. I'll take that. Like, I'll take a par on this hole for sure. No, no. See, and just like that, I got that first initial tree kick, didn't really do a whole lot to it, but there's just too much to hit, so then I just got into another one. I think I would have been way too high and over the basket, but still, it's gonna be another pitch up and another 3. All right, this is a fun spot right here. I do have a line. I'm gonna try to make this. Okay, well, I had the line. Okay, thankfully this hole is in the short location. It says 368, but that is definitely not 368 feet. Probably playing more, I'd give it like 300 at most. Par 3, it's just sitting tucked. You're just throwing a hyzer, hoping to not hit anything. There is OB long. I think you can kind of see some flags. I think if you go over those, you're out of bounds. It's actually gonna be really good. Dude, okay, if I would have thrown a driver like that, that would have been so good. Okay, this just goes to show you how poor my depth perception is I'm literally parked. And I thought I was maybe like 25 plus short, but we'll take our birdie. I was just asking for it. All right, this one's interesting. This one is 369 feet. We're on an alternate tee pad, and I've seen that for a couple of the holes. I have not seen the tee pads, however. I'm not super stoked on this one. It's literally just gravel that they've kind of dumped here. I mean, let me just get out of the way. Look at this fairway. This is, I feel like I'm playing like a short version of Northwood Black out here. So tight. It's forehand for sure out into the right, but I'm just gonna try to get something as far as I can. All right, I don't know if this is warranted. I think we're gonna go racer here. I was throwing this a lot in Colorado, and I'm starting to actually really like it. Granted, that was at like 8,000 feet of elevation, so it was way more stable. So I'm hoping this guy like flips up a touch. I don't want him to turn, I just want him to flip up flat and just push straight. Oh, that was actually so nice. Wow. Okay, I don't know how, I hope I wasn't in the way. I was trying to watch it, but I don't know how that made it through as much as it did by pulling it that much. All right, honestly, pretty good result considering, but even if you threw a good shot, they have this bridge that crosses, which is obviously needed, but you could throw a good shot and hit that and then be out of bounds somewhere in the water. Right at the camera, that's great. Okay, I feel like I have to redact a lot of what I just said about this hole. This is a par 4, so this is a tap in birdie. So had I hit my line, I probably would have been like in the circle for eagle. All right, so we made it to 9, last one on the front. I am 3 down, which honestly, I feel like I could be 9 down because this course is not super hard. I have so many last like tree kicks that I've gotten. It's whatever, I guess. Hole 9, 209, up the hill. I guess maybe backhand line is probably the best option here, but I don't know. This one's kind of tough actually. I think we're just gonna go M1, punch it flat, and just hope it kind of gets that stability. There's a tree on the backhand line right before you get to the basket that if I pure this, I will probably hit, but will I pure this? Probably not, so. I just hit the tiniest gap ever. Okay, that was way lucky. I don't know if you could see that, but I split these 2 guys right here. All right, I did like maybe 80% of what I wanted to do. More inside and higher would have been great. Missed the line, got super lucky. So just the fact that I have this is very fortunate. However, really needs to go in or I need to airball because if I hit, we're going all the way down. Yep. That was, so it's funny. If you go back and watch like earlier videos, pretty much every time I putt, I'm like, nope. But now I've switched it because I'm actually getting good at putting. I say yes because I think it's going in. Feels good. All right, this course is very confusing. I know like playing the gold, you're playing like safari-ish layout. Hole 10 is supposed to be 524 feet. It's like you're just snaking down kind of this right side of the woods. There are 2 baskets in place. Neither of them are the basket it tells me to go to. So there's one really short, there's one a little bit longer. So we'll just play to the one a little bit longer. It's supposed to be a par 4. So it's just gonna be like hyzer forehand, then hyzer backhand into the basket, and then hopefully get a birdie. I'm basically just trying to ace the short pin. I think that's a good shot if I can get there and then to the next shot. Pushed it too far, I think. All right, so yeah, I'm probably 20 feet from the short pin. I'm a long ways from the longer pin. Actually, I don't even know where it's at anymore. Yeah, like even this would be like a good, a good 3, or a good, yeah, well, good 4, good par, or whatever it is. I don't even know what to do here. Full flight. Yeah, honestly, pretty good forward progression. But it is just like the basket that I think I'm supposed to be going to is way up and to the right, and this is the closest thing. And this actually says hole 11, but it says Safari style, and it's like on U-disc, I'm pointing at that basket. So I don't 100% know. Yeah. All right, hole 11 here, 264, straight shot. I mean, dead straight shot. That's pretty much all there is to this one. Please. Oh, I think that hit off the basket. Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. I definitely want to watch that back because I'm like 99% sure that hit the basket. Oh boy. All right, hole 12 is a 570 foot. See, this is what's crazy. Like U-disc has the tee pad over that way. There's nothing but woods over that way. So it's tough to believe the accuracy of the holes either, but it says 570 feet. It's playing up and to the left a little bit, like it looks relatively straight on U-disc, but just throw a long hyzer, then find the basket from there. Holy smokes. Okay, I don't think that racer is gonna replace the sword, but it's definitely one, because like the sword would have flipped all the way over because I threw it so low. All right, we got way up here. I'm off like kind of the left side of the fairway, but this is by far and away the best hole in the course right now. Good line off the tee. There's trees to hit down here, sure, but you have a good line. It's gonna get down here. There's stuff to miss at the basket, but there's still lines. Like this is a good golf hole for sure. If the whole course was made out of this would be insane. I think I'm actually gonna go, I don't think I framed it up for backhand, but I think I'm gonna go backhand because it's kind of low over there. Okay. Again, my depth perception is so bad. We're either like really short or we're under the basket. I can never tell. That is brutal. Right side spit out. This sign should definitely be at the front somewhere instead of by hole 13, like on the furthest part of the property. This definitely should be seen more. Okay, I still stand by what I said. Like that hole 12, really good hole. Hole 13, the back nine is redeeming itself so far. Hole 10, not so much. But the rest, this is basically a shorter version, again, of hole 1 at Northwood Black. I'm just gonna go forehand flex. It's sitting all the way down there. It's like 340 something, but it plays way downhill. Yeah, this is a fun shot right here. I wish if the course was a mix of that last hole and this hole, I could see this being like a legit #1 course. I definitely don't need distance driver to get all the way down there. So I'm gonna try this H3 on a little bit of flex. We have a tailwind, which is nice. I'm just gonna basically try to play the whole like left side of this fairway. Come on. That was probably the best shot I've ever thrown in my life. I don't think I've ever had a disc stay on turn like that didn't just like dump, you know what I mean? Like that was such a good fly. I went deep and there's this one tree in the way, but it's still very makeable putt. I would love to birdie this hole. Then I babied it after everything. Missed the tree, babied the putt. That is tragic. I hate you. All right, this one's a fun hole. 239 up the hill. It's actually a little shorter. I'm going to this one in the middle. The basket I'm supposed to be going to is up and to the left, but it's not there. So I'm playing to that guy right there because that definitely, it's a way more fun tee shot. All right, if you watched the Colorado video, you saw me throwing forehand uphill is not a real good combo. I don't like throwing backhand uphill, but I'd rather not just burn it over somewhere like short left, so we're gonna give it a shot here. Do it. Oh, I think I'm literally under the basket, hanging basket. All right, this was like funny at first, but one, I don't know how I'm supposed to make this. Two, I don't know how I'm supposed to get it down afterwards. Oh, that's so hard. Is this cheating? I have no idea if I'm supposed to be doing this or not. Oh boy, that's funny. All right, that works. I guess let's get this thing back up there. Oh, it's so much easier to pull it up. Huh. All right, well, I hope you saw that. That has to be like top 10, top 3 most creative designs for a basket right there. Okay, so I think I cheated twice on that hole. One, obviously pulling down the basket, whatever. Well, hole 2, or not hole 2, but cheat, I guess, number 2. The basket actually was in its location. It's just the only basket out here that's not a veteran's basket. So I didn't realize that that's what I was playing to. So, my bad, we're gonna move on. Hole 15, they say 217, I just walked down there way longer. It's probably playing about 250 to 260. It's tucked way off to the right. Mando, this little V tree, so I'm just gonna go high, probably Captain's Raptor, let it crash in, maybe have a putt. Is this blue and purple not just like insane? Jeez. Oh, that's gone forever. Whoops. All right, that was an early release of epic proportions, but it actually opens up over here. So we're in a good spot. Had I hit my line, I would have been really good, but I'll take this for the shot that happened. Come on. Holy cow, that was really far. Hole 16, 201, straight down the hill. Right down there, probably gonna try to go middle gap. You can go high forehand, you can go backhand. You got options on this one. So this is a fun one. I think we're gonna go ghoul and try to play it like hole 1, maybe not as, well, I babied this one, but get a little bit of turn on it, play it on the right side, just let it kind of pan over, because there's trees like bottom of the hill that if you just go flat, like you're just gonna run right into. Yeah, now hit something. Okay, it's fine. All right, home stretch here. We have 17 and we have hole 18. Hole 17, 214. I need to go give it a look. It says it's up to the hill, but I see a basket right down there, so I'm not 100% sure if that's right. So give me a second. All right, we're definitely playing to the right. There's nothing to the left. There's a stump that I assume the basket moves to, and that's probably the location that it says on UDisc. But we're playing to the right, probably forehand, backhand turnover, whatever you want really. And then like a crazy turn of events, I think I want backhand turnover. I've been throwing the detour well. I threw the M2 better than I thought I was going to on that hole. We're gonna try the Watt here. Why did that still push all the way down there? That's hilarious. All right, well, I think that would have been good had I thrown it lower. Oh well. That is the beauty of the hole only being like 190 feet. Is that even when you don't throw a great shot, there's really not enough space for it to mess up too bad. Okay, I'm clearly blind. I walked all the way down here. I think that's the basket I was supposed to play. However, if you look, the tee pad is like all the way down and to the left more. That is not even close to 217 feet. That's probably 250, I'm guessing at least. Oh no, See, no, I'm just confused. They have multiple. I think that's the 217 location for sure. That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know what that is. All right, this is it, hole 18. Wind is certainly picking up now. We're 6 down, not bad. I've certainly missed a lot. We're looking at 307 up the hill to the right. I kind of like the backhand turnover right now. Again, I guess I didn't throw it good on 17, but I've been throwing it pretty well. I also don't, for whatever reason, it's in my head now, I don't want to throw forehand up the hill because I either throw it on too much hyzer because I don't want to roll over, or I roll over and throw it into the hillside and it cuts down. So I think we're gonna go detour on hyzer because I'd rather miss up top, but I think it's understable enough that it could flip up and start turning over to the right. Oh, that wind just killed it. Sit, please. Wow, that wasn't a good shot. Probably not the disc, but I felt confident with it, so I went with it. This is kind of a tough shot, actually. I think I might go hyzer on this left side. All right, never mind, that's great. That's where I wanted it. Okay, I hate taking stupid bogeys like this one is probably going to be, but we're gonna give it a chance. That's all we can do. Oh, well, that's not even a safe bogey. Please. Oh, I thought that was gonna hit the band. Never been so happy for a bogey. All right, that is it for Spoon Creek. I think the best way I can explain this course is that if I had my own land, it would probably be something very similar to this. You know, I think they did the best they could with the amount of space they have. The back nine was definitely way better than the front nine in terms of, well, I mean, everything, distance, enjoyment, shot shaping, like everything. Like the back nine was just more fun. Anyways, I think this is another case of private course bias. People have been talking about that with Stony Hill. They've talked about that in North Carolina and some others that I've done. So I think this is probably just another case of that, where the owners are very nice people and they, you know, probably put their own money into building this course. And so people they appreciate that, and that kind of gets the ratings boost. But I think surely there's a course in I don't know how big Lawrence is, or like Topeka or something, Wichita, I don't know, I'm naming major cities that have quote unquote better courses than this. So I don't know, we'll get into the ratings here. Up first is the course name, Spoon Creek. I actually really like that name. It is the name of the creek that runs through here, which stinks, but I still think it's a cool name. So I think I'm gonna have to go 7.8. I like it, but at the same time, I wish there was more creativity, like Beaver Ranch, like last time, that's a great name. De La Viega is super cool. This is just really low hanging fruit, you know what I mean? So it's 7.8. All right, next up is the accessibility, and it's funny, I'll read it here so you can kind of get it. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and then the third Saturday of the month. So no weekends, you can play out here. It's weird, it's $10 to play. Unless you're playing on that third Saturday, then it's only $5 to play. So that is interesting. You have to obviously schedule before because it's private land and they don't just want you coming on here. That makes sense. So for me, it was $10 to play today. And it's tough because I always go back to Persimmon Ridge just because that was the first course I played. I spent $5 to play that course. And that course is championship level. The Go Throw's done stuff out there. Huge A tiers all year long. It was more money to play this course than that course, which always throws off the rating for me, you know? So I think I'm gonna have to go for accessibility, 7.5. All right, third is the quality of the course. It was actually in really good condition. You can tell they take care of it. There wasn't any limbs or anything, especially being wooded, you can get limbs falling. There wasn't anything in the ground. It was a little slick in some spots. I don't know if it's just because it was a touch wet or what, but I was kind of sliding a little ways. That's not really I don't know, I wouldn't really throw that in there, but that was just pretty matter of the fact. Quality of the course also goes into the layout. I was doing a safari style, but even still, on UDisc following, some of the holes weren't there. They were in different locations than what UDisc was saying. So either I played the course way wrong, or the baskets weren't in the spots that it was showing to me. So I don't know. I think I kind of still maybe went a touch high on this one, but it really wasn't like bad. I think had I played the casual one, it would have flowed a little better. You are throwing over some fairways, like crossing fairways with tee shots, so that's not like super ideal. That was mostly on the front nine, but I went 8.1. I think that probably could be potentially too high, but that's what I'm feeling right now. That was gut instinct, so we're going with it. All right, and then last but not least is my overall enjoyment. It was fun. It turned out to be a great day, which was huge. I was expecting it to be cold and rainy, so I'll certainly take that. I didn't shoot bad. That last bogey on 18 was tough, but that is what it is. I don't know. I think it's tough to say I had a bad time out here, but it wasn't like super, super fun. I mean, again, like I said earlier, if I had my own land, I would want to build a course kind of like this. So I'm gonna go, I went flat 8.0 on my rating. I think that's fair. I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I don't think it's a bad course, but I don't think it's a great course. And I feel like 7's too low to be like the, 7 is average. So I feel like that's too low. So I'm gonna go 8.0 there. All right, averaging the scores brings it to a 7.9, which I believe is last place. And it's tough, but like at the end of the day, it's gotta be somebody. You know what I mean? I think Stony Hill got bumped. Shout out South Carolina, I guess. But yeah, I think this is just a product of the private course bias. I think that's the best I could say. But we're off. We're back to Missouri now. Not to play the course, we're just going home. Next Friday will be a total surprise for you, unless I know where I'm going by the time I edit this video, where I'll be next. I'm guessing most likely it'll be Midwest-ish. The Northeast is gonna be the longest stretch, so I'm probably gonna wait until like the middle of the summer to kind of do that one, just so it's like, hopefully like, quote unquote perfect weather kind of the whole time. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. If you're subscribed to us already, thank you so much. I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but you guys are the reason I'm able to do this, and I really, really appreciate that because this is so much fun for me. I hope it's fun for you watching, even if I play good or bad, just showcasing courses around the country, the best courses around the country. But yeah, those are my discs to the moon.